Hey everyone! Previously on a BIOS video, we did input, but you had to wait. This video, we are going to show you how to get input without waiting. Now in a text-based program, waiting is fine. If anything, it's probably preferable because if the program is waiting for a user to type something in, we don't want the program just running endlessly and doing nothing. That's kind of a waste. However, in something like a game, you want the game to continue and not have to wait for you to interact. It'd be like a Pong game where if you didn't move your paddle up or down, the ball would stop and wait for you. Or in a Space Invaders game, if you're not shooting your little ray gun at the aliens or moving your spaceship back and forth, the whole game stops and waits for you. Obviously, that's not ideal. So let's look into how we can get around that. So this is a snippet of the code from the wait version, and you can see that we have this character loop. We get the key, it waits for us, and then we did a check to see if it was the enter key, where 0xd is the key code for enter, and then if it is, we're jumping out of our while loop and we're just halting the processor at this point. So this is a skinnied down version of that code from that input video. So, all right, well, if you're wondering what all this stuff means, key codes and where we got that from and how this is working, we have other videos on that. So you can actually watch the input one that forces you to wait, and it will go into great depth explaining all that stuff. So I'll have to add a little card in the corner, probably over here somewhere, so you can do that. But let's get back to input without waiting. So let's look at the interrupt 16 and see what options are available. Well, we can see that there's read key press, but actually the one right after that is the one that we care about, and that is getting the state of the keyboard buffer. So how does that work? Well, let's add a new line in here, and we're going to move into AH the function that we want, which is the number 1 hex function, and we'll call int16. Now, if the keyboard buffer is empty, it will set the 0 flag for us. So we can do jump 0, and at that point, I guess we would just want to do the character loop again, because there's no point of going down and checking if it's enter, because it obviously isn't. Now, if it's not 0, that means that there's something in the buffer, and then what we can do is we can do our get key, and it will not wait because it will check the value in the buffer and pull that across to us and set it in AL so that we can use it. And that's really it. That's all it boils down to. It's just a matter of adding these 3 lines of code. So this is a pretty short video, but I mean, why elaborate something that doesn't need to be elaborated on? So that's all I have for you. We look forward to seeing you in the next video, and keep programming, keep making awesome stuff, and we hope to see you next time.